Welcome back. It is Monday, August 7th, and our three favorite picks are on the way. It's Austin, joined by Logan right over here. We'll introduce him in a little bit. He'll come on and give out his favorite pick. But, of course, it's our final day of being at a different change of scenery. We are in Baltimore, actually. Just saw the Baltimore Orioles sweep the Mets. It was a great game. We vlogged the whole thing. Got to interview Ryan Mountcastle, who was the one person that hurt us from getting the 3-0 sweep, ironically. We had Trey Turner, 2+ bases. First at bat, he got a double. We had the Diamondbacks Twins under 8.5. Yeah, we didn't get the chance to watch any of the game. Ended with 8 runs, a walk-off from the Twins. Then Mountcastle, 2+ bases are 1 loss of the day. He got 1 single, could not get the 2+ bases that we needed, but I'll forgive him for this one time because obviously we love Mountcastle. We got to see him after the game, interview him, and we have a video coming out for that next week. You'll be able to see that on our YouTube channel. So make sure if you haven't subscribed to our second YouTube channel, do us a favor, do that, but also subscribe to this YouTube channel. Do us a favor. We do best bets videos every single day. Look, I got nothing else to intro. We are going into our favorite picks, and I'm going to go to one that you guys are going to absolutely hate. Although I would argue I could make a pick that you would hate even more, and you'll understand why. Let's talk about it. Because I'm going to the Cubs in the Mets game and taking the under 8.5 runs at +100 on DraftKings. Now, I have no idea how this line moves. We were recording this on Sunday evening, pretty late at night, as we have a train to get out of here pretty early to go back to Philly. It could move up to 9. If it does, hey, take it there. You get better value. You have a chance for push potential. I don't really see it changing off 8.5. But I have to ask you guys a question because if you look at the line in this game, can someone explain to me why the New York Mets are favored in this game against the Cubs? The Cubs, the team with the best record tied with the Orioles since the All-Star break. Yet you're coming in a poverty Mets team that's lost 6 straight. We just watched their offense look anemic today, has looked anemic the last 6 games. And now you're saying, let's favor them at home, coming up against the Cubs team that's scorching hot. Like, if that doesn't scream trap, everyone betting the Cubs today, look, I don't know what does. And while I could come out on a limb and say I'm betting the Mets, I don't want to trust that team. I just watched them play. So I think if there's the only way the Mets are competitive here is if this game is low scoring. And maybe they win this or lose it. I don't care if they win or lose. Maybe it's a low scoring game, and that's where they think that they have the best chance of winning because this offense has just been struggling. They got guys batting 200 or worse, basically all down the lineup. So I don't trust them at all whatsoever. But diving into the matchups, you look at Drew Smyly is going to be going for the Cubs. Coming off a bad start, 500 runs. I expect him to be better today. And especially against a Mets team that over the last 5 games hitting 186. Like I said, this team's been stinking up the joint. You look at Smyly on the year, 4.71 ERA and a 1.35 whip. He already pitched against the Mets once this year, 5 innings pitched, 2 earned runs. And at the end of the day, I think Smyly can be decent. I'm not asking him to go out there and, pitch a masterclass. But this is a Mets offense that, like I said, has been struggling. They haven't been hitting lefties all too well. I'll take my chances here with the Mets scoring runs. And on the other side, got Kodai Senga, who's going to pitch for the Mets. And clearly the books respect Senga a lot here at home today, where he's been dominant at home. And this is the Cubs offense has been scorching. Not just won 2 games against the Braves, 2 straight against the Braves. This is a team that, like I said, best All-Star break record since the All-Star break. So this is a team that's scorching hot, but this is the Senga. Been great at home. 2.4 ERA, allowing just a 171 opponent batting average at home. In July, it was even better. For 4 starts, 1.93 ERA and a 165 on base opponent batting average. Now, you look at August, his first start, not great. 5 2/3, 11 hits, 3 earned runs versus the Royals. Yet he's coming in here favored against a red-hot Cubs team. The last time we saw Senga go out there and throw, give up 8 hits on the road, he came back, pitched his next start at home, 6 innings pitched, 1 earned run. I expect Senga in 12 Ks for what it's worth. I expect him to be dialed in, have a decent game, and I think Senga at least gives the Mets a chance to be the reason they're favored in this game. If he comes out here and gets smoked, then look, a Cubs money line bettors, enjoy your free win. I don't think the Mets will be favored again for a hot minute, but still, over the last 7 days, once we get out of the starting pitcher, Smyly and Senga, get to the bullpen. The Mets bullpen stinking it up, 30th in bullpen ERA the last 7 days. Cubs 13th, about middle of the pack. Sure, you could look at that bullpen ERA from the Mets. They lost David Robertson and whatnot, but they also haven't been using any of their good relievers. They aren't in any of these close games. So if somehow the Mets can get a lead in this one, they'll actually be able to try out some of their decent arms. I'm not saying they're great, but I think they can hold down the Cubs here today. I know a lot of people are going to hate that one. I didn't come out here and bet Mets money line because I'm not losing money on that team. The Cubs can win this game 8-0. I really don't care. I don't trust the Mets offense at all, and I don't think they can keep this game close like the line indicates unless this is a lower scoring game. So give me the under 8.5. We cashed an under 8.5 yesterday. Hopefully we cash another one. But Logan, I'm going to throw it to your base prop. I really like the guy you're going with, and I have a feeling you like this guy too. Take it away.
Yeah, we got a little bit of deja vu on my hip prop today because I'm going to a guy that we just bet, the previous day. I'm taking Trey Turner of the Phillies, and I'm taking his over 1.5 total bases. Now, the odds on this one are to be determined because we're recording this video way too early. I see FanDuel right now at plus 100 odds, but to me, I think I can be able to odd shop that later on in the day, because truly FanDuel is rarely the book that has the best odds on base props. So I'm just not going to go ahead and take that until I see the other books, what they're going to come out with. But obviously, I mentioned deja vu because I'm going back to Trey Turner. He cashed his bases for us yesterday, coming up clutch once again. And I really, once again, like his matchup versus Trevor Williams. I told you, Trey Turner was a buy low stock. He's trending upwards still. He's not yet reached the point where they're juicing him to like minus 130, minus 140 for 2+ bases. No, the books still, are not sure yet with him. And Trevor Williams today, after his double yesterday, that's 2 straight days of cashing 2+ bases for Trey Turner. Let's see if he can make it 3 straight for us today. Trevor Williams, as I mentioned, is who he's facing today for the Nationals. 5.02 ERA and a 3.305 opponent's batting average. I mean, having that 305 opponent's batting average is like not great, obviously. Trevor Williams on the road, 11.3 hits per 9 ratio. Yesterday, I mentioned what I loved about Trey's matchup was Greinke's hits per 9 ratio being like 10. Well, Trevor Williams one-upped him with an 11.3. So once again, Williams allowing a 266 batting average to righties. So Trevor Williams, we know, I've tried backing this guy. He just hosts batting practice. He's just not a good pitcher. There's a reason why he's 12th in expected batting average and 12th percentile in expected slugging. He's just not good. He just cannot miss bats. And when you can't miss bats against a very potent Phillies offense, Trey Turner will be one of the bats doing damage in this game. It's a not so bold prediction. His career versus Williams, Trey Turner, 5 for 19. That's batting 263. Again, he'll get his hits. The question is, can they be for extra bases? I definitely think so, because I think he can at least get a hit or two, hopefully, against Trevor Williams. And then that's bullpen when they come in after Trevor Williams. I think they're definitely going to be liable for some extra base hits themselves. Since Trey has been getting better, and I obviously don't know the lineup for sure, I expect him to be batting towards the top half of the lineup. I really think he could make his way back into that maybe 3, at least 5 spot, and he'll get more plate appearances that way. But you know what? If he was batting towards the 8 spot, I likely probably don't take this bet because, there's just not enough plate appearances. But again, Trey Turner, just one of the best bats in the league, and I'll go ahead and ride his total bases again. Look, if it's not broke, don't fix it. That's what I've learned with base props. You ride the hot hand until they cool off. We were riding Austin Riley's base props, and he's cooled off a little bit. So we went away from them. Trey Turner hopefully can keep the magic alive for us and cash this bet. But Austin, got another game pick for us? What you going with?
Yeah, let's take it away. I think Logan did not mention it, but I believe Trey Turner, in those 5 hits, 3 of them are home runs. So hopefully he can send one deep. But for our third and final pick of the day, again, I appreciate you guys as always for watching the videos, because like I said, it's been a little bit different, us recording random times. But like I said, tomorrow, technically for Tuesday, we're recording this Sunday night, we'll be in the back normal spot. We'll have the regular editing. Everything will be smooth sailing. But for this final play, going to another under. I know you guys don't love unders, but yesterday cashed, and hopefully we can kind of start getting into a good roll in these unders. And I'm going to go to a Blue Jays and Guardians game, and I'm taking the game 1 of this series to go under at 9. Sure, we have push potential here at 9. I don't see this one going to 9.5. I honestly wouldn't be surprised if it ended at 8.5 at first pitch, which obviously I like. We need it to end at under 8.5 for this to cash. However, I like getting a little bit of that push potential. It's minus 114 on FanDuel. Now, why would I be taking this one when you got a scorching hot Blue Jays offense coming off a 13-1 victory and a 3-0 series sweep against the Red Sox? They're coming in here, and people are finally starting to trust the Blue Jays. And if there's anything I know about the Blue Jays, when you trust them, that's when they get you good. I mean, no one wanted to back them in this Red Sox series. And what they do, they went out there and did well. This is the Jays team historically the past couple of years, been hitting really well in Fenway Park. Can they carry that over into Cleveland? And I don't necessarily think so. I don't trust this Blue Jays offense. Putting up 13 one day would surprise anyone if they put up 1 run today. No, that's what this offense has done all year long. And you look at Gavin Williams, who's scheduled to go for this Guardians team to take on this Jays team. 3.38 ERA and a 1.34 whip. Look, but the one thing about Gavin Williams you don't love, he's going to walk, guys. 11th percentile walk percentage, had 2+ walks in like 4 straight starts. Sure, that's a red flag. However, there are some promising things. When you look at him, he's 90th percentile in average exit velocity, 80th in hard hit percentage, 92nd percentile in barrel percentage. This is a guy not giving up a lot of hard hit balls, which makes you think you're getting a bunch of ground balls. And this is a Blue Jays offense. If you backed him early on in the year and backed him anytime besides this Red Sox series recently, this team begs to go. They just want to hit into double plays. It's what they thrive on doing. And this team thrives on stranding runners in scoring position. So I think a guy like Williams, who is a righty, and I feel like some of the best bats on the Blue Jays are righties as well. They don't have that split against him. I think he'll be able to do his thing. I'm not saying Gavin Williams throws 6 innings pitch, probably doesn't. Probably throws 5, maybe 6. But I think he pitches decently, gives us at least a chance to get us to that bullpen. Now, on the other side, I really don't have a ton of numbers on Ryu, who's going to make his second start of the year. His first start was against a scorching hot Orioles offense that smoking lefties. Ryu is a lefty, and I think he'll be better here today. Obviously, a first part start coming back from injury, getting adjusted to the pitch clock and all that stuff. But at the end of the day, this is a Guardians offense. Where are they going? This is a team not like the Mets, but in a similar boat. You had your Jose Ramirez, Tim Anderson, a weird fight that never happens. You got a Guardians team, they're kind of faltering a little bit, falling out of that divisional race. Obviously still can make it. They're still talented enough to make it, but where are we going to be in this one? I just don't necessarily know. I don't trust the Guardians at all. Will Jose Ramirez, when will he be suspended? Could it be today? Yeah. Josh Naylor also on the IL. So this is a team that, just like the Mets, I don't trust them to get production from 1 through 9. They got more talented hitters, in my opinion, than the Mets offense has been all year long. But still, you got Steven Kwan at the top, Jimenez, and you got Ramirez if he bats. But batting like Oscar Gonzalez in the 4th spot, I just don't trust those guys to hit him around. So I think Ryu can come out of here, pitch pretty decently. I'm not asking him, be so great, but he can still give us a fighting chance here. And then when we get to the bullpens, they're about average. Guardians 21st in bullpen ERA over the last 7 days. Both Blue Jays right next to him, 22nd. So look, the Blue Jays bullpen, I think, is a little bit better than that. Guardians has been up and down all year long, but still decent arms to get it done. Any bullpen can get you a 3-4 innings pitch scoreless, as we've seen it all year long. So look, those are our 3 favorite picks of the day. I think we got a good slate coming. Trey Turner will update his odds in the pinned comment. So if you see anything better than plus 100, probably hop on that. Hopefully we can try to get like a plus 110, plus 115. That would be nice value, but either way, we'll update you in the pinned comment so we can track towards our record. And then we got those 2 unders, one in the Cubs Mets game, and then one in this Blue Jays Twins game, or Blue Jays Guardians game. I really like this slate we cooked up. 3 plays. Let's try to get another back-to-back winning day, a little 2-1, start to build that momentum we had from that 10-2 run prior to going, 0-3 on Saturday. But again, appreciate you guys all, as always, for supporting the channel. If you want to go subscribe to the second channel, do us a favor, go check out that. We got new videos every Wednesday this week. The Wednesday video will be Yankee Stadium. Next week will be the one where we're in the bird bath, which honestly, if you've never been to the Oriole Park in Camden Yards, it was pretty cool. But you'll see the whole video on that in a week and a half or so. But appreciate you guys. Have a great start to your week. Austin and Logan signing out. We'll see you guys back again on Tuesday. Normal editing, normal everything. We'll see you guys then. Have a good one. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.